Hey everybody, Jake here from Bearded Gear. I was just up on a really cool cliff and I was really trying to shoot this video up there, but the wind was a little bit intense. So now I'm kind of down in a little valley, and I just wanted to do an update on these scales on the Shaman. This was the TreeRex Shaman. If you watched my unboxing and installation video on these, you'll know that these are the seafoam green scales from Fireside Co. So this is now the SeaRex. It is no longer the TreeRex. This is obviously the Rex 45 blade from the Knife Center exclusive with the rosewood, diamondwood scales. And I've been putting this knife in pocket quite a bit over the last few days since I put these on, and I've been trying to use it and cut with it and just kind of feel how it does, and I have been nothing but impressed. These scales make so much sense to me. This material is called TeroTuf. It's essentially a micarta. It's very similar. It's like the brother to micarta, and it feels just like micarta to me, but it has this like kind of light, airy, like warm sense to it. It just feels so different from G10 or from like a lot of micarta I've had feels like it's got a lot of kind of like resin or epoxy in it, and it's like a kind of a plasticky finish. This feels like a pair of jeans. And I really like that about it. It's got this great texture. I do feel like these scales are slightly less rounded, just barely though. Like this main flat feels a tiny bit flatter than it did on the factory scales to me. That bee's about to get cut down. Anywho, oh, it will not go away. Anywho, sorry. So these scales, they feel tangibly better in hand. I've done a little bit of cutting around the house just through some cardboard and stuff with this, and then today on the trail I put it through like some kind of fresh growth that was over the trail, just some nice like green small twigs, and the way that these scales feel compared to the factory ones when using them, I greatly prefer them. They feel so good. The amount of grip is just right. These are not like textured pocket shredding. They're so unaggressive, but they still have this like kind of natural traction to them. The way that it feels on the skin of my fingertips is just, it's awesome. I can tell that they're already starting to kind of break in, if you will, a little bit. This material comes lighter than it ends up because the oils from your skin kind of naturally sink into it over time, and I'm enjoying kind of seeing the color change as I use and enjoy these more and more. But yeah, I feel like these scales are a no-brainer. It seemed kind of expensive to me to do a scale swap regardless of who I went through. When I was kind of researching it, I'd never liked the idea per se of spending like $80 on a set of scales without having them in hand first, and especially when I liked the knife the way it was from factory. But I'm really glad I've finally given it a try, and I'm pretty confident this will not be my last set of scales from Fireside. They just work so well. It really enhances the knife. I thought it was just going to kind of be like a stylistic thing. Like the knife was going to look cool and it was going to be a fun project. But I didn't think it was going to have this much impact on the way, for me, the knife feels and performs. I prefer this knife so much now to how it was before I put these on. And I really liked those wood scales. I already loved the Shaman in general. I like it in the G10 versions. But this is just, it's another level. It's really taken it up a notch, and I'm seriously so impressed with these. So if you haven't checked out Fireside Co, he's awesome on Instagram. If you get a set of his scales and you share them on Instagram, he's really good about sharing in his stories and on his feed when people are posting his product. He seems like a really nice guy. I had some interaction with him just DMing on Instagram before purchasing these scales and after. He got these to me really quick, considering he was waiting for the material to get there when I ordered them. It was like as soon as the material got there, he cranked them right out, got them sent to me. And yeah, I was happy with how I was treated by him. The shipping was good. Everything came looking nice. The installation went smooth. These liners nest perfectly inside here. These scales feel like they could have come from Spyderco in terms of their fit and finish. The way that they fit all of the factory hardware is just perfect. Yeah, I can't say enough good about these so far. I'm going to keep on carrying and using and loving this Shaman. This is kind of becoming like my cherished forever Shaman, I think, because I just love this setup. I think it's great. I love the aesthetics of the satin blade and hardware and clip with this seafoam material. I think it looks great, and this knife is fun to play with. I can front flip it. I can oh, that was bad. I can Spidey flick it. I can slow roll it with my thumb. The action's fantastic on these washers. It's broken in even more and more over time. I really, really love this knife, and these scales are a big part of why it's becoming a thief of pocket time from other knives, because it carries great, goes in pocket great, it comes out of pocket great, feels awesome in my hand, it cuts like a dream, it's a cool steel, it looks fantastic. It's just, yeah, this knife is awesome, and it's one of my favorites. If you watch my reviews on the Shaman, you'll see I already love the Shaman, but these scales are kind of the way to go in my opinion. I am super digging them, and I think they're fantastic. So that's my little update on them now that I've used them a little bit, tried them out, and yeah, they are good. So check them out.